rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and you agents. My name is Brother Mali, and this is the Senegambi One channel. I'm in Senegal right now, and I was thinking about how much things have changed since I left the UK. Like, things have definitely gone mad. Definitely gone mad, surely. Um, I was looking at that case of Sonia Massi being killed by that policeman, and it was so interesting to me because I'm not a religious person, all right? But this and some other things that have been happening recently really got me thinking. So this sister has called these police over to her house because of fear that she has of somebody skulking around her garden or whatever. They've come to the place, they've checked it out, they see it's fine. They go in to talk to the sister. She has water boiling on the stove. She picks up the stove and she picks up the pot of water, and he says, "Put the pot down. I don't want you to throw the pot in my face. I don't want you to throw the pot at me." So she puts the pot down. She still has on her oven mitts. Once she's put the pot down, he then draws his gun on her and says he's about to pew her in the head, in the face. And she says she rebukes him in the name of Jesus. I think the reason why she said that was because she knew at that point that she was no longer speaking to a police officer. Police officers aren't supposed to speak like that. Police officers are supposed to be there to protect and serve the general public, not to threaten them with like deadly consequences. The fact that he even said he was going to do it beforehand and then did it says there's premeditation in what he said. You see, I think the reason for it is because he's part of the system. He's part of what he's done hasn't been done in isolation. He's done it. He's within a system that is completely satanic. We've all seen the images of years back when public lynchings was a big thing in American history, where you could have one or two men being hung or being put on a stake, on a torture stake, and then set on fire. This is after they've been tortured by having their genitals removed, obviously, can't forget that. But that wasn't done by one person or two people quietly in a corner somewhere where no one can see. No, this was for public consumption. This is something where in the image you see like hundreds, maybe thousands of people to see this spectacle. You had people who would leave their churches in order, so they're going there to supposedly to praise God, and then going off to do something completely satanic. Wash that cleanliness off with some real satanic behavior. I don't even want to. I remember I was in Gambia and I was at an abattoir, and just seeing I just didn't even want to see them kill the animals. It's like I didn't even want to see the blood. I don't want to see it. I had to turn my head, and there's thousands of people looking at a human being being tortured and killed, and then being burnt. Sometimes the other way around, it's being burnt and then killed. It's like these killings, like this recent one with Sonia Massi, like Breonna Taylor, like Sandra Bland, they are plastered all over the news, all over social medias, so we can see it. Anyone who's human would feel a level of sadness, hurt, upset for what's happened. But what I'm seeing is many people like excusing it. Saying, "Oh, there's a reason for it. He was justified in his actions. He should shoot her in the head." And I'm like, I don't even understand how someone can look at this and be cool with it. But we're living in a world that is run by Satan. Surely, that's the only thing that makes sense to me, because these actions by themselves don't make any sense. Take a look at the Olympics. The opening ceremony that we all had to view. If it was men and women being debaucherous with each other, I don't think that would be acceptable. I think people would have been like, this isn't how, women should be treated, or this isn't something that we should show our children. But somehow, because it's being done through the alphabet set, people are applauding. You see, that was the way of Rome before that fell. Before, like Julius Caesar, Rome, before Rome fell, that kind of debaucherous behavior, that debauchery, was normal. That was what was normalized. And it's like people are always trying to push the envelope. First of all, it's man and man, and there's woman and woman, then it's man and boy, then it's woman and beast. It's like they always seem to be pushing the envelope. It's something that's totally unnatural, unacceptable. And this isn't just something that's happening with circus performers and dancers. This is something that we've seen with heads of state, with British royalty. There was a video I saw, I remember years ago, and these people were laughing because they found a naked young man climbing out of the window of Buckingham Palace. Like, he's made a rope out of bed sheets, he's climbing down, he falls down, and these people are laughing at it. Like, there is some madness going on this planet. Madness going on. And now it's all bubbling to the surface to the point where we are seeing it in the Olympics. We are seeing it all around us. We are seeing children being groomed. Ain't no 8-year-old boy, let me put this again. An 8-year-old boy could have in his mind, I want to be a girl. He could have that, sure, no problem. But to turn that into, I want to be a sexualized 8-year-old girl, no. That's had grooming included in it from an adult. And we are seeing this being played out on Front Street in the most public arenas. Meanwhile, while these people are taking care of their satanic rituals, black people are being used as satanic offerings, sacrifices. I believe that Sonia Massi was one, Sandra Bland. I believe that Philando Castile. I believe that Breonna Taylor. I believe that George Floyd, Mike Brown. All the others I don't remember. There's so many I don't remember. But I see them as other sacrifices to the devil, because that's what the system requires. Maybe those priests didn't know because they're just serfs, but within the system within which they act, it's definitely a sacrifice to the God of this system. We are seeing this too often. Too often. There's a thing where a lot of black people in America have disassociated themselves from Africa, even though through DNA you can see that yes, you are from this part of Africa, that part of Africa. Even though that's there, a lot of people say, well, look, we were here before the corporation called the United States of America was started. Our family was here when it was just North America. And that's cool if that's what you want to believe. That's cool. The problem is, that means that you have been colonized. You've been colonized by these people who have incorporated that landmass. You've been colonized and you don't know it. And I felt kind of sorry for people in Africa who didn't realize they had been colonized. Because I was like, how could you not know? Look who's running your money. Look who's deciding as to where you can go and what you can do and so on and so forth. Look how there's different rules for you and there's other rules for colonizers. Like, surely it's all there in front of your face. Now I see over in America, it's the same thing. While you have a woman asleep in her bed with her partner and the police can come in and shoot her to death, you'd have a colonizer up on the roof. He's climbed up there on a ladder, bear crawled his way up the roof, took out his AR-15, pointed at the incumbent president, most likely, and nothing happened. And no one shoots this guy until he gets a shot off. Like, how are those two in the same world, in the same system? How are those two in the same system, where one set of people can get away with loads of stuff, loads of stuff? What's that boy's name? Kyle? I won't say Jeremy Kyle. It's not Jeremy Kyle. The one who took his AR-15 to the rally in Atlanta, was it? I don't remember his name. I'll put his name here. This guy. How is it he was able to carry his gun across state lines, be able to shoot people, kill people, and then everyone's like praising him as though he did something wonderful. This world is set up something evil. My suggestion, my request, my ask is that if you can see that you are not living in a world that is designed for your upliftment and is instead designed for your demise, is a death cult. If you see that yourself, don't stay there. Don't stay there and be comfortable. You know, get out of it. Get out of it. This is your brother Mario. Until next time, you take care of yourself. Peace.